Yesterday in my D&D campaign, my party of 3, I think they're 7th level adventurers, had 2 testing combat encounters. One against hobgoblins. Now, hobgoblins are military trained in mind. They always use the most intelligent tactics, and though there was they concentrated their attack on one. Unfortunately, the one who happened to have the highest armor class, they should perhaps have concentrated on another, but they were the party handled them well. So though they were damaged, they weren't as damaged as the hobgoblins could have done. Then they fought 3 ant kegs. According to statistics or the rules, ant kegs are not much of a challenge, but this was what I would say a tactical puzzle. The ant kegs were not attacking the group. They had the roots. They were attacking the roots of a tree of life, and the tree of life had the hit points of a treant, and it was basically a treant, and the ant kegs were underground in the soil, 5 foot below the ground, and the soil sort of rippled and moved, sort of swelled as the ant kegs travelled underneath the soil. But the only way for the party to get to grips with them was to go down these 2 foot wide tunnels that were in the earth, and because of the enclosed space, I determined the only weapon they could use was a dagger, or grapple, dagger, or they could use spells that didn't have a semantic component. One of them, the barbarian, went down the tunnel, but after trying to pull it out, he failed on the first attempt to pull out an ant keg. He gave up and tried a different tactic. From above, I determined that they'd need a spear, or a spear, basically. A spear was the only weapon that could affect them through the earth. One of them used a spear. Well, the other was a miner, had mining equipment, and used his, the barbarian used his mining equipment to open up holes to dig down far enough to expose a bit of the carapace of the ant kegs and attack them that way, one at a time. But it was an interesting, easy to imagine, but difficult to find a simple solution. The tunnels were not straight, they were sort of curved, so they never got line of sight from one end. They had to uncover the ant kegs to fight them. And though they used all their spells, keeping the Tree of Life alive until they finally managed to uncover the 3rd ant keg and kill it. And then they provoked a dragon, and the dragon breathed on them. They survived, but the Tree of Life died. But the outcome is not so much. My aim in this is to suggest puzzles don't just need to be a visual or a descriptive thing where you move boxes or whatever it is. It can be a tactical in combat. I like to provide tactical in combat puzzles that they need to overcome. Some things don't have everything in a position where you can just attack them without thinking. They need to come up with clever tactics to overcome the problems they face. And if you've got 7th level or higher characters, it's often more effective to attack something they care about than them. They are very difficult to take down, but usually they care about things, and it's more motivating to try to save something else than save themselves. Just different ways to approach combat encounters. My name's Caius. I love role-playing games, and I hope to see you in one in the one-shot group soon.